Hello, Reds, and welcome to Anfield Index. I'm your host, Jack McIndoe, and we're taking you through the Liverpool Everton game. Anyway, on the latest Matchday Live, Reds. I always absolutely dread these games. Anyway, Reds, the noisy neighbours, or with the brand new stadium as well. Certainly, the Merseyside derby probably will end in just a boring draw, as it has on many of occasions over the last couple of seasons. Anyway, but the brand new Everton Stadium and the Hill Dickinson Stadium on obviously the Albert Dock anyway, and the waterfront. Yeah, just like looks like a big massive Tesco, if I'm being honest. But Reds, let us know your thoughts. If there's any Blues or Reds, anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Yeah, it's hopefully for both. Well, for Liverpool really, in terms of if anyone did miss the result last night, Manchester United winning against Chelsea. So that's a great result for Liverpool. A great result for Liverpool in respect to Brentford. Drew another game. I think that's now like 5 draws on the bounce for Brentford. If you take away all those draws for Brentford, they'll be easily third or fourth. Add another 15 points onto that, then they'd certainly already be cemented for the European competition anyway. Champions League, that might be. But yeah, Liverpool, hopefully it will be another week where we do benefit in respect to drop points from our European rivals anyway, Champions League chasing, and certainly a side that are chasing Champions League football is the Blue Neighbours anyway. And David Moyes, I think we all know, he's done did do a fantastic job at Everton anyway, all those years ago, before he got his moved to Manchester United anyway. You do wonder in respect to where United would be they be in the mire at the minute in respect to many managers over numerous years. Obviously we know David Moyes was specially selected by Sir Alex Ferguson anyway, but Reds, yeah, get your score predictions in the comment section below. Just a win, in all honesty, for Liverpool this afternoon. The manner of the win is as it has been for many weeks, over the last couple of weeks as well. I would like to have seen a bit more of an improvement in respect to the performances as well, but it's just, it's just been a very difficult season in all respects anyway for Liverpool. I think I'm just already looking forward to next season anyway. Hopefully the lads can get a proper pre-season in respect to just after the World Cup. Hopefully Liverpool don't suffer any more big key injuries off the back of obviously Hugo Ekitike. Very disappointing news as well. And obviously earlier on in the season, Giovanni Leone getting injured for a very prolonged time as well. So you're looking into, I'm already looking into next season as well, Reds, as probably every single one of yous as well. And yeah, but today, and certainly there's still a job to do in terms of respect to Liverpool getting Champions League football, but a 7-point gap can be certainly opened up with a win for Liverpool this afternoon between Liverpool and Chelsea. Of course, we don't know what's going to be happening in respect to the Europa League whoever the champions are in that competition. Of course, Braga, Villa and Forest, apologies on the other team as well. So those four teams in the semis are vying for a Champions League spot anyway. The winners of that competition, as we all know, do go into the Champions League. So if Villa do finish in the top, I think it was the top 5, in the top 5, and then obviously they win the Europa League, then champions, I think, apologies in the wrong chat, but I think it goes to number 6 spot anyway. So yeah, I think every rival team round Liverpool, and even us, especially if we do drop out in Champions League spots anyway, that's not ideal, but yeah, it's going to be fascinating really in respect to Liverpool, hopefully just getting the result over the line this afternoon anyway. We'll go with the starting 11s anyway for both sides. Start with the home side in terms of Everton. Pickford in goal, Jake O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mykolenko, James Garner, Gay, McNeil, Dewsbury Hall, Ndiaye and Beto, who did score past Liverpool last season, as we all remember, sadly. And then for Liverpool's team, obviously Frimpong does miss out. Dominic Szoboszlai does pick up that position down that right-hand side of Liverpool's defence. So it's Mamadashvili between the sticks. A back line of Dominic Szoboszlai, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robbo. Two number sixes, or the central players anyway for Liverpool, deep line central players. Ryan Gravenberch-Jones, and then the forward attackers is obviously Mohamed Salah, Florian Wirtz, Cody Gakpo, and Alexander Isak as well. And on the bench for Liverpool this afternoon, you've got Pesci, you've got Woodman, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Alexis McAllister, Trainioni, Chiesa, and Rio Engamua as well. That does make up the bench. And for Everton, some of the key players that you got Keane, Patterson, Alcaraz, Roll as well, Imberguin, Barry, Diblin, and Tyreek. Didn't even know Tyreek George did go to Everton, but yeah, must have got one in January. One of the many Chelsea footballers that are just absolutely wasting their career at that football club. But it will be yeah, I think he's on loan anyway. But yeah, pretty sure of that. The next couple of weeks do work out well. But I think it was just a case of Everton getting a player in respect, obviously, the injuries to Jack Grealish anyway. He's expected to be back early June. He started the season really well, Jack Grealish, as we all know, especially if you play a bit of FPL anyway. But yeah, looked like he was one of the best players in the Premier League for the first couple of weeks, like first 5-6 weeks anyway. He was getting assists mainly. He was getting a lot of goal assists, really contributing to the Everton side. But yeah, Everton in the last couple of results, respectfully anyway, chasing European competition as well. Just quickly, they are finding themselves 10th at the minute, as we know, just mentioned. A win for Everton would put them 2 points behind Liverpool. I don't think there's been a more bigger derby in respect to the league table in a very, very long time anyway. Yeah, obviously Everton have been battling relegation for many whole seasons prior to them moving into the Hill Dickinson Stadium. But that's what happens when you get David Moyes, give him a bit more higher calibre of player. They spent money, as we mentioned, with Tyler Diblin on the bench, big money. Of course, Dewsbury Hall, big money. One of the, in terms of outside top 4 or 5 teams anyway in the Premier League, I think one of the. Yes, he plays for Everton, but I think he's a very talented footballer, and a lot of Everton fans would certainly agree. And a fascinating footballer, a lot of pace, a lot of great attributes really. That if he went to a bigger club, but no respect to Everton, but like a bigger European club, then I think he'd do quite well. But Everton will be wanting to keep hold of the likes of Ndai and other players in their squad, like certainly Jared Brandthwaite anyway. Everyone knows the England centre-half's exploits. For me, he obviously is a left-sided centre-half, left-footed, which is quite rare in the Premier League. Obviously, if you look across European leagues anyway, there's not a high calibre. There's a couple centre-halves, but I mean a high calibre of left-sided left-backs, hence why they do go for quite a fair bit anyway. And Jared Brandthwaite does have a big price tag anyway, but I think if Everton don't get Champions League football in the next year or so, I think a player of that quality deserves to be playing European competition anyway on a regular. But Everton, you never know, they could finish above us this season, so that could happen anyway. I don't even want to be thinking about that. But yeah, and obviously Pickford. Favourite moments in a Liverpool shirt for me was obviously Alisson Becker doing that dive at Anfield, winding up Jordan Pickford anyway. But yeah, you got some interesting players, and certainly from a neutral point of view when I've analysed Everton, from what I've seen anyway, not seen many of the games, but I think James Garner anyway, he's been one of their best players. Been very, very surprised in respect to how well he has performed. But a very good player indeed, and certainly one that Everton will be wanting to keep hold of really. But you'd expect them to very much keep hold of him in all honesty, really. But let's get your score predictions in the comment section below anyway, and as I said, I'm gonna go 2-1. I think hopefully just Liverpool get the job over the line anyway. It's always this, like all of us Reds, obviously this game and the Manchester United game, yeah, not excitement, certainly. Just games that you can't afford to lose, really. And hopefully Curtis, obviously with the Scouse contingent very much dwindling at the minute, or not many Scousers in Liverpool's starting 11 these days anyway. But Curtis, obviously, certainly, hence why he has been selected. You need that. I personally think you do need that, but obviously if you've got obviously Harvey Elliott's not there, but he was a massive Liverpool fan as a player. But just really to signify to the players, really, especially when the performance level has been certainly off par at the back end of the season, just to drill into them, really. And that doesn't mean, and certainly Curtis needs to be putting in a very good performance as well. That doesn't, yeah. So hopefully he's the tempo setter this afternoon at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. The crowd will be right on it, and the biggest capacity stadium Liverpool players have played in front of an Everton home crowd anyway. So it's going to be fascinating. Yeah, but fingers crossed, Liverpool can get the result over the line anyway. But in terms of just having a little look in respect to Everton's recent results, and firstly we're just going to have a little look in terms of the goals and the assists. Beto, their top goal scorer this season, the Portuguese forward. Obviously, it's a fascinating story in terms of how he has become a professional footballer anyway. I think it wasn't too long ago that obviously Beto was working in fact, it was a fast food or something, but I think he continued to keep on developing his craft anyway in terms of wanting to be a professional footballer. That's just the hard work, like Beto, and just the elite level. And I do say elite level footballers anyway, regardless of the big teams in Europe. Just to be a professional footballer takes so much dedication and real quality. At the end of the day, not everyone's obviously on a level of Messi or Ronaldo, but it just takes a lot of dedication. But it was a very interesting story, and yeah, fair play to the lad. And I think last year didn't get the goals that he wanted, really, but I think in terms of getting 8 goals in all competitions, Everton fans, I think going into next season, especially if they do miss out on Champions League football, I think David Moyes will be wanting certainly an elite level forward, someone that will guarantee at least 15 to 20 goals. Funnily enough, the fella that they did lose in the summer anyway was obviously Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He has scored many goals at Everton, but it's the first time, if you ask Everton fans, that he's actually stayed fully fit for a very long time anyway. So yeah, there's the fella that's scoring your goals, but he's not at Everton no more. But yeah, in terms of Dewsbury Hall, 7 goals, 3 assists, their top goal and assist contributor in that Everton side as well. Mentioned Ndiaye, obviously 6 goals. Barry as well, the French forward that they did sign from La Liga. I think it was it Valencia or Villarreal, one of them anyway. But yeah, 6 goals for a big outlay as well on him. Signed for big money. But from a neutral, when you analyse that, I think Everton haven't scored enough goals this season. I think if they did have at least a minimum forward in the Premier League on a consistent basis, getting 10 to 15 goals, then I think they would get a European place. Probably not a Champions League, but you never know. The season's very long anyway this season, so that can still happen. But yeah, when I look at that, there's a couple of teams in the Premier League, Everton, Brighton as well, even though Danny Welbeck's been getting the goals, but Danny Welbeck's not getting any younger. He's in his late 30s anyway. Prior, obviously, when Brentford lost Ivan Toney, obviously they've lost Mbeumo, but now they've got obviously Thiago, who's going to the World Cup anyway. So yeah, wouldn't be too bad if Liverpool actually signed some of Brentford's data lads anyway, because they're doing a fantastic job. But teams of that nature, really, in terms of that, are wanting to on the edge of European football. You look at West Ham when David Moyes was there. Obviously, there was 2 seasons back to back where they were narrowly missing out on Champions League football. It was only a case it was 4 to 6, 7 points anyway. And for the team, for the team, I do say the size of West Ham in terms of the budget and everything, really, David Moyes at the time at West Ham was punching above in terms of what he should be doing, if I'm being honest. Apologies to any West Ham fans listening anyway. But yeah, you look at what he's doing here at Everton. In all honesty, David Moyes, he's got Beto, he's got Barry as well. He's not got many options at the forward top end of the pitch, but he's getting the job done. And just having a little look at some of the results for Everton in respect to some of their results over the last couple of weeks as well. So we just mentioned obviously Brentford, a draw for Everton against Brentford. That was away from home. A big 3-0 win in their last home game. Everton was against Chelsea, but at the minute everyone that is playing Chelsea is beating Chelsea. You do wonder if obviously Liam Rosner anyway, will be departing Chelsea come at the end of the season anyway. A loss to Arsenal, but there's no badness in that really for Everton. Arsenal this season, very good side. If they're not taking any corners away, then they turn to Stoke City. But yeah, in terms of Burnley, Newcastle, for Everton, recent wins on match week 28 and match week 29 as well. So yeah, it's been a very mixed bag really for Everton in respects, but they are where they are. Liverpool are where they are in respect to the inconsistent nature of this season, but there's certainly a lot of reasons, and we don't need to go over them anyway. Been over them many times this year anyway, but as I said at the top of the show, I'm looking forward to next season already. Just hopefully for a reset at the beginning of the year and just go again, and hopefully we can do what we done last year anyway in terms of winning the Premier League. But that's probably me being too optimistic anyway, as a lot of people would say. But yeah, there we go, Reds. Big up there, hero. All boils down to this now, is how we can finish. Surely this team can muster something. Now this is all we have left as well. 100% there, hero. And big up there, Lou. How are we, buds? Just win. Absolutely must win today. Nice one, matey. Anyway, but yeah, it's an everyone, Lou, hero, everyone watching, tuning in, listening, whatever, how way you are consuming the match as well. Just win. But I think, as we've seen over the last couple of weeks, I think the reaction, it's fascinating. The numbers off the back of the second leg against Paris Saint-Germain as well in the Champions League. We knew that we would have got some form of response. Sadly, we didn't get the response in terms of that got us a lot of goals anyway. But they were running a lot more against Paris Saint-Germain, which is understandable. If you're not doing that, then you probably come off the back of that result 7, 8, 9-0 down, as did Chelsea a couple of months ago anyway, when they did face up against Paris Saint-Germain. 4-0 on aggregate, not the greatest, but in all honesty, the way we've played this season, I think for every Liverpool fan, I think we're a bit fortunate in all honesty to come away from those two legs only 4-0 down. But yeah, big up there, Mark. Jack, you can win, but only got 2 wins away. Yeah, and Mark, I was looking at that, mate, as well. It's, as I said at the top of the show, it will probably be a draw today. Hopefully it's a win for Liverpool and there's no centre-half scoring from 30 yards with 20 seconds to go. I remember last season's Reds anyway, as we all do. And certainly the Everton fans anyway. They enjoyed that. That's what derbies are all about. You've what we got, family, especially on Liverpool or wherever you live anyway. But obviously there's Reds and Blues in every Merseyside family anyway. And it's just just hate it. I just hate losing the derbies, but it has probably done me head in that it's just the amount of draws anyway. But yeah, the respectful rivalry anyway between Everton and Liverpool. It's got very toxic over the last 10-15 year period anyway, but the respectful Blues and Reds anyway out there, that obviously this city has gone through a lot together, all honesty, but the unity, the togetherness of the Liverpool people and the Liverpool and Everton fans as well. But obviously just try and not get lost too much on social media as well. But yeah, unity is our strength as a city, really. When the whistle goes, I'll be giving it a chat. We hope that Liverpool absolutely smash Everton, as we all will anyway. But yeah, it's going to be one of them. as well. But Lou, as always, as the man with the stats anyway. First time in a long time Everton been at similar level with us. Make it physical and aggressive. Yeah, and Lou, as you'll probably say, mate, as you mentioned on the Daily Reds this morning, Reds, if you haven't seen it, go and check out Lou. Obviously done a top 10 video anyway in terms of academy prospects that didn't quite make the grade at Liverpool anyway. That's on obviously the first of many videos being produced by Lou, taking his time out to help obviously Anfield Index. So all good, mate, and done well on our fella, and keep it up. And yeah, so yeah, check that out. That's on obviously the YouTube side anyway, but there's plenty of shows. You've got Media Matters, News Round tomorrow as well with Dave Davis and the usual lads as well. So tune in, Reds, if you are new to Anfield Index, hit that subscribe button down below. The YouTube side is a bit of a preview, but obviously head over to the website anfieldindex.com, subscribe over there, and you get even more content as well, and you can listen to all the podcasts as soon as they get recorded in their full entirety with no adverts as well. So yeah, links of all that are in the description as well, everyone. So yeah, Reds, score predictions in the comments chat anyway. Big up there on Andre as well. Formation, does that mean, mate? Apologies. Just elaborate on that, please. But just so I'm guessing the formation. That's what you mean, fella. Liverpool playing. I think it's got Liverpool set up as a 4-2-3-1. But quickly going through Liverpool's team anyway. If you're just tuning in. Mamardashvili in goal, backline of Dominic Szoboszlai, Konate, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robbo, Jones, Gravenberch, Salah, Viet, Gakpo and Alexander Isak as well. And then for Everton, I can't be dealing with Beto scoring again, Chas, today, but it probably will happen anyway, the way our season's been anyway. He did score last year, didn't he? So... So Pickford, James O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mikalenko, James Garner, Garner Gay, McNeil, Dewsbury Hall, Ndai and Beto as well. So there we go. Yeah. So yeah. But it's fair play to Everton anyway. Obviously with the big brand new stadium anyway, which is very much long overdue. We know obviously Liverpool is a city it's one of the biggest footballing cities in the UK. A lot of passion, a lot of desire as well. And yeah, there's oh, here comes the tifo as well from Everton. Here we go. Yeah. We built this city. Well, I should have paid your rent then, shouldn't you? Don't know. Could have won about 6 European Cups by now, couldn't you? It's a joke. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, there we go. Chat, get your score predictions in anyway. But yeah, hey. Yeah. Could have been on 6 European Cups. Yeah, big up there. 2-2. Hopefully, probably will be that low, certainly. Big up there, guys. 2-1 to us. Hopefully, mate. Yeah. It's took them a while, hasn't it, bud? It's took them a while. Yeah, need to do the same. And it all starts, I think we all remember, whatever generation a Liverpool fan you are as well. I think you were my age and Lou's age anyway, and like watching Steven Gerrard or Jamie Carragher or players of that nature anyway, local lads that are just putting a soda barge anyway and just get the crowd on song. This case, it will be Liverpool's away end anyway, which will certainly be loud and proud anyway. And I'm made up, chat, if I'm being honest. Apologies, I haven't mentioned it earlier, but I'm made up Mohamed Salah is starting today. Obviously, it wasn't the greatest to see him on the bench, but it was Arne Slot's decision against Paris Saint-Germain over the 2 legs. Tactical decision, of course, but he's going to be hopefully scoring on his last derby appearance in Everton's new stadium as well. But yeah, The Stadium of Booze, eh? Yeah. Oh, you got pyrotechnics and Everton now as well. You've got tifos, you've got pyrotechnics, the clapping the bus as well. Well, that was cop-out behaviour, anyway. But yeah, big up there still. 4-0. There we go, fella. That's a big scoreline, mate. That would be nice, mate. That would put a smile on every single one of our faces. It'd certainly cheer me up anyway. But yeah, as it will to all of us anyway. A big win today, Reds, and we go 7 points clear of Chelsea. And that is huge with not many games left on the horizon for Liverpool and the likes of Brentford and Everton and anyone chasing European competition as well. But yeah, quickly going through Everton's team. Pickford, O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mikalenko, Garner, James Garner, McNeil, Dewsbury Hall, Ndai and Beto. Garner Gay chat, I was looking, I think I seen was last week, had the most tackle success rate anyway in the Premier League. Obviously, he's been all around the place, hasn't he? Obviously, did used to play for Paris Saint-Germain, not for a very long time anyway, but he's certainly a player that Everton did miss when he wasn't there anyway. Mamadashvili, Jones, Canate. Oh, it looks like Jones is playing right back. Sorry, Chas. Sky have got the graphic up as Jones playing right back anyway, but yeah, Jones playing right back then. Canate, Van Dijk, Robinson, Dominic Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo and Isaac. I thought it was Szoboszlai on the right. That's the way I'd personally play it, but yeah. Yeah. So Chas would Engamu is on the bench. Frimpong, Chiesa as well. Kirkes, McAllister, Chiesa and Engamua as well. And Pesci's on the bench for the first time in a couple of weeks anyway, so fair play to the lads. Obviously, hopefully Alisson Becker is back quicker than expected anyway before the end of the season. But Red, strap yourselves in, get ready for the booze, and make sure you tune into the post-match as well. It is Gags. And it is Gags and Lola as well after the full-time whistle. That will be live at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And of course, the post-match Raw lads, Trev, Dave and the lads will be taking you through their analysis on the game as well. So obviously if you're a pro subscriber, you'll be able to listen to that in the sound studio as well when it's getting recorded. So yeah, get involved, heads. Oh, that's not a great stat. Well, it's no surprise there anyway. It just flashed up. Liverpool have lost the last 4 away games. Cheers. We've lost more than that. Feels like we've lost more than that anyway this season. Oh, that's a better stat. Winless in the last 9 derbies. Or was it? For David Moyes. Was that in the last derbies or? Oh, no, sorry. Winless in the last 9 meetings against Liverpool, that is. Let's make that 10 this afternoon as well, chat. And we are on the halfway line, chat. Strap yourselves in. First Merseyside derby at the Hill Dickinson. Strap yourselves in. Get ready for the booze. And let's hope Liverpool can get all 3 points this afternoon. Come on, Liverpool. All the way back to Amadashvili. Is the pitch really that far away from the stands? Wow. Literally haven't even watched an Everton game this season. Didn't even know it's like the San Siro with being that far away from the pitch. Fair enough. Wirtz to Salah. Salah in his last derby. Come on, Mo. Got a couple of goals today. But chat. Big up there. Wabi as well. Yeah. It's just a big day today, chatting in terms of, we've said this for how many times this season, in respect to the case of coming into the game, it's a big game, and then we just don't see the performance level. But game of this nature, you can't really be resting on your laurels, really, and sitting back and not putting in 110% effort. So it's going to be Liverpool throwing down the right-hand side, just over the halfway line. But let's quickly get the Premier League table up. It's absolute carnage outside the Premier League at the minute. Because you've got Villa playing against Sunderland, and if Sunderland do win this afternoon, chat, I think that puts them above Chelsea, if I'm correct, and that will put Sunderland in a top 6 position, barring Everton don't get any points this afternoon as well. So it's fascinating, Sunderland, aren't they? It's what happens when you spend well in the right areas and invest. 2 minutes into the game here, chat. Very 50-50, a lot of loose balls in the middle of the pitch, a lot of high. Both sides not really getting the ball under, and that's not a foul there, referee. Gravenberg seems to have fouled Dewsbury Hall there. Bought one there, the referee. I see brand new contract for Ryan Gravenberg a couple of weeks ago anyway. Hopefully we do see a much improved performance from Ryan. But it's going to be a diagonal free kick for Everton off the left-hand channel. Just over the halfway line. Long ball here. Tarkowski's got the header. That will be a goal kick anyway for Mamardashvili. But yeah, remember that goal last season, don't we, chat? That absolute last kick of the game job at So does he? Oh, early goal here. Oh, goal for Aston Villa as well. So that is... Yeah, Watkins 1-0 there, chat. So in terms of looking at the league table as it stands, Liverpool would be... 7 points behind. Yeah, Aston Villa. In 4th, Liverpool will be 5th. And certainly that, if you're a Chelsea fan, or a Brentford or Everton fan, if it is the top 5 positions and knowing the side wins the Europa League this season, yeah, won't be looking at that league table best too pleased anyway. Yeah, nice one there, Mark. Just seeing that, bud. Thank you. Watkins chat, have you got any in FPL? Besso hasn't done the greatest there in terms of... He's won it back. Fair play to the lad. Well done to the lads. Liverpool needs to be switched on here. And Vieta's got a block on that, but it's ricocheted back out to Mikalenko. Ball in. Big save by Mamardashvili. Full stretch there down to his left-hand post. That was a fantastic header. And Liverpool at the top end of the pitch here, and on a counter-attack, Isaac needs a bit of support. Give it to Salah. Very end-to-end for both sides here. Liverpool appealing for a handball on the edge of the box for Everton, but not of it. But a big moment for Everton that fell Beto's way. And Mamadashvili pulling off an absolute exquisite save down to his bottom left corner. Again, another cross from an opposition team, not getting closed down by Liverpool. Just a big header by the Everton number 9. That is a huge save by Mamadashvili. He used to produce them on a regular at Valencia. And Everton now starting to build a lot of momentum, and Beto inside the penalty area. He slipped, thankfully for Liverpool, but the second time already in the case of 60 seconds, Everton have got him behind that Liverpool back line with far too much ease. Simple ball in behind. And fair play to Ibrahim Konate there as well. Recovering. But certainly not the start Liverpool would have wanted at all. Salah, lovely touch. Is he going to be getting a corner out of that? And he's done well there, Mikalenko, to keep that out and be a Liverpool throw-in now. Deep into the corner. Will be Curtis Jones taking the throw-in. Lovely little dummy by Salah on the byline. He's found Wirtz, and that's not the greatest of deliveries from Florian Wirtz. Easily intercepted. And a long ball for Everton has fell to the Liverpool centre half. And for a chorus of boos, Liverpool need to be a lot more switched on than we have been in the last 8 minutes. But Salah already, as we always does happen when he comes up against Everton, getting double man marked, triple man marked on some occasions down that Liverpool's right hand side. Checking their chat. I think it was ball over the top. Gakpo. It's going to be a corner. McNeil putting that out for a Liverpool corner. Come on, the Reds. So Dominic Szoboszlai, first corner of the game here for Liverpool. It's going to be an in-swinger. The big lads are coming in to the penalty area. Ibu, Virgil. Come on, lads. Get your heads on it, please. Oh, he's here, checking. Yeah, so Szoboszlai's 100th appearance today for Liverpool. 100th Premier League appearance for the Reds. It's flown by that, hasn't it? Ball into the penalty box for Liverpool. But a big achievement for Dominic Szoboszlai. There's going to be a possible breakaway here. And that should be a yellow card for Ryan Gravenberch, but fair enough by the referee. He doesn't want to, and this is what you want to be seeing from the referee in all honesty. Strong refereeing. It should have been a yellow, but in derbies, you don't want to be brandishing yellow cards or any cards of that nature really very early on, even with 10 minutes to go. And the replay is, by the sounds of it, it's being shown on the big screen in Everton or whatever. You can just hear and listen to the stands anyway. Big up there, Ashgar. Nice one, bud. But yeah, good point there, but how many at right back? Yeah. It looks like it's Curtis playing right back at the minute, chat. Who scored there? Not in our game. Well, that's a result that helps Liverpool, really. Sunderland's got an equaliser there, chat. Don't be surprised if Sunderland win today. Got a feeling they'll win there. But yeah, how are we, chat, anyway? Hope you all had a very good weekend. Ball over the top here for Everton. Curtis, is that going to be a penalty? It's saying it's coming together there, the referee, and David Moyes is going absolutely ballistic. But there was a collision inside the penalty area for Liverpool and the Liverpool defender and the Everton forward. Didn't think nothing of it, really, chat. Nothing's been given anyway. It, of course, get checked by VAR anyway, but the ball is still in play. But I don't think you're ever going to be getting that. It looked like a soda barge, really, but what is a soda barge in the modern era of football anyway? You can't even do that nowadays. Yeah, no pen there, chat, don't worry. Go on, Dom. That's better. But yeah, Jones is playing right back today. That's... Oh, fantastic interception there by Andy Robbo to win that back. Now spin the attack. Come on, Isaac, you need to be stronger, lad. Come on. Dewsbury all down the left-hand side here now. Switch on here. Certainly it has been ball into the penalty box. Communicate, lads. Not the greatest of clearances. Everton player's gone down here. Garnett has gone down to a chorus of boos. What's new? Everton now, real sustained bit of possession here for the home side. Got to track Mikalenko there. And that is a free kick. And the Everton fans have gone absolutely mad, like they've won the Champions League. And they've only won a free kick. I don't even want to envision what a goal would do at this stadium in a Merseyside derby. But yeah, it's looking at that chance anyway. Yeah, there's nothing in that. Jones against Dewsbury Hall, it was, chat, apologies. Yeah, soda barge there. Yeah, just going down too easy there. If that's a penalty, then we all need to go home anyway. Yeah. Well, you don't appeal for it. I certainly would have appealed for it. It was in the other end of the other box anyway, as would all of us. But yeah, nothing in there. But a very dangerous free kick on the left-hand side of Liverpool's penalty area. Favours the right footer. It's going to be Dewsbury Hall on this free kick. You'd expect him to go for goal here. Jamie Garner, sorry, Chas. I have got my glasses on, don't worry. Still can't see. And yeah, he has gone for goal there. And it's a good save by Mamadashvili. Quite comfortable for him, though. But the flag was up. Yeah, the flag's just gone up there. So he went for goal. Yeah, there's about 4 Everton players offside there, chat. Yeah, from that angle. That wasn't the angle that we got. But yeah, good high line by Liverpool. The defence done the job. How are we, chat? Big up there, Storm. Hope you're well, fella. Big up there. Big up there, Bow. None at the minute, la. None at the minute. Still plenty of time anyway, but... Ball over the top here now for Everton. Beto through on goal. Oh, it's ended up in the corner flag. And that's not even an exaggeration. But again, Liverpool far too passive, far too slow. I've just been waxing lyrical about Liverpool's high line being good on that set piece. But Beto, should be hitting the target there, the forwards. I tell you what, that pitch is awful. Thankfully, it's bailed us out there because that ball is bobbled at the worst time there. But I tell you what, biggest moments of the game so far. Liverpool were caught quite high up the pitch. And for the first time this afternoon, properly Everton got in behind. But it's a warning sign from Everton to the mighty Reds. But McNeil on the edge of the box. McNeil, big interception by Canate. Come on, Liverpool, switch on. Everton are knocking on the door. Too easy for the Blues to get in. Ryan Gravenberch got options to his right. He's found Salah. Florian Wirtz found inside the penalty box. Ball in, ricocheted. It's going to be a corner to Liverpool. At the minute, Flo, when he gets the ball, can't quite get that right connection. At the minute, into the box. It's that final ball that has just not just been missing this afternoon, but for the whole season, really. When we get into the penalty box this year, just haven't quite got that right fluidity. But it's going to be a Salah corner in front of the travelling Reds. Pickford, I tell you what, he's got something on that, but it's a big opportunity missed for Ibu Kanate, because I'm telling you now, Jordan Pickford gets absolutely away with that. If Ibu Kanate times his header, that would have been 1-0 to Liverpool. You know Pickford, very reactive inside his penalty box. He is one of the best shot stoppers in the Premier League. You can't doubt that. But some of the saves he does do for the camera. Yeah, Mark. All 6s and 7s, really. Yeah. Well, there's tactics, and your game plan goes out the window in derby games, as we all know. Anyway, Reds, isn't it? You can plan for something, as Liverpool have tried to plan for many scenarios this season from a tactical perspective, but yeah, games of this nature, it just comes down to real sheer grit and determination, and at the end of it, as always, the moments of brilliance. It's a good ball by Gravenberch, but just evaded Florian Wirtz by a good yard. Would have been a very good position for the German midfielder to drive at Everton's back line, but at the minute, Flo, he's just coming a bit too deep for my liking, really. Seems he's just not really getting in and around the penalty box too often in the areas he wants to be picking up the ball. Jazz, thoughts on, obviously, 20 minutes in anyway. How would you analyse, from your perspective, the last 20 minutes for the Reds? Thankfully, we're not 1-0 down anyway, but certainly not the greatest 20 minutes to Liverpool's season. Gakpo off the left-hand channel. Cody Gakpo. Oh, I'll tell you what, that could have went anywhere. It's going to be a corner to Liverpool. And the first time Gakpo's actually had today to actually come off that left-hand side and actually produce a shot from outside the penalty box. And it was an outstretched right boot from James Tarkowski that diverted it away off target anyway. But you never know. It was a bit of a loose deflection by James Tarkowski. Oh, Oh, referee's got the camera on his head. Game's gone. Ball into the penalty box. So it's going to be another corner. And Jordan Pickford, I'll tell you what, Chow, we've just got to get that ball in around the vicinity of Jordan Pickford. And if he does miss it, get one of our lads onto the end of it, really. Ball into the box. Away by Jared Branthwaite. He's a big, imposing centre half. Absolute giant at the back. So is the fellow that plays right back as well, James O'Brien. And that's going to be a foul by... Oh, go away, Pickford, lads. Get back in your goal, lads. Behave. Fair, well done, referee. Absolutely booked Pickford there. No need. Fair play, referee. It's a foul by Virgil, but it doesn't need that from Pickford. I get it's a Merseyside derby. I actually find that quite hilarious. I find that hilarious. It is funny, but like the fact that Pickford's just into 25 yards, just trying to get your opposition teammate booked and then getting booked yourself. Most Everton thing going. Yeah, no, Bowie hasn't even touched the ball, mate. That's been Liverpool's problem when Isaac has been on the pitch at the minute this season. Not been many times anyway, as we know, with the injuries he has picked up. Forest Burnley still no. Villa 1-1 as well, but yeah, just getting him into the game. But I think the World Cup, hopefully, touch wood, will massively benefit Isaac as long as he stays fully fit. That will be kind of an extended pre-season, really, come what the end of the season. Oh, I tell you, I got away with that, Liverpool. Just a ball that was over. That's a proper derby tackle, that by James Garner. And the Everton fans are rightfully so. There we go. The derby's actually woke up. There we go. Not too malicious. Couple of pushed and shoving here from both sides. Dominic Szoboszlai. Keep your composure there, Dom. Be sensible. But James Garner, I think he's a bit aggrieved there, Szoboszlai. He's pushed Ndiaye there, and then Ndiaye's kicked out. Nothing too bad, really, but there we go. It's a derby. It's going to happen. What you want to be saying? Just adds to the atmosphere, adds to the spectacle as well. Ball into the box. Tarkowski. Get up. Mamardashvili's collected that now. Can Liverpool swing a counter-attack? Can't quite. So yeah, going to chat. Getting Isaac into the game, Bo, as you said, Buzz. Getting him into the game, but I think the way in which you do unlock an Alexander Isak in this Liverpool system falls at the feet of Florian Wirtz. I think if you can get the best out of Flo in this Liverpool system, especially next season and beyond as well, then Ndiaye on the edge of the box, crucial interception by Curtis, just done enough there. And it's going to be a throw into Everton down the right hand side. But yeah, 25 minutes in here, chat. It's going to be a long throw in here from James O'Brien. So be Jake O'Brien, sorry chat. What am I chatting? Jake O'Brien, apologies. Thinking of James Garner. It's going to be O'Brien on the right hand side. Ball into the box. And 1-0. Oh, you are 1-0 to Everton. Ball to the far stick and absolute Liverpool's defences at 6s and 7s. Oh, it's the first goal in Merseyside derby at Everton's brand new ground. But far too easy. O'Brien under next to no pressure, being able to put the ball into the far stick. And again. But Everton have been the better side in the opening 26 minutes of this game. Should be at least 2-0 up really if Beto finished his chance. But yeah, wakey Liverpool. Could be a very long day if we have another 25 minutes of this. But 1-0 to Everton. Let's have a little look on this replay. Not to be offside, no. I'll say it doesn't look offside. Let's have a look. Oh, he's offside here, chat. We've been saved by... He's going to be offside. He looks in offside position to me, chat. That's a fantastic spot. He looks like he's going to be offside here, chat, hopefully. Need to see another angle on this. This should be getting disallowed, chat. And especially with O'Brien. He's an absolute giant. Offside, go on. There we go, referee. Get in. Saved by the line-out. And there we go, wakey. Thankfully, Reds, that goal has been disallowed. But it was Canate. Yeah, I was going to say, he's a whole half a body offside there, O'Brien. Yeah. That's what VAR has been introduced for, getting the right decisions like that. And it was great. It only took a matter of, 20 seconds? Didn't take like 5 minutes. Bloody inverts. Found Gakpo, shot on target. Liverpool's best chance. And it took us 28 minutes there, really. But it come at the feet of bloody inverts. Finding Cody Gakpo inside left channel. Inside the penalty box. And Liverpool have got the ball back here. He's found Salah! Salah! Get in! What a ball! And Mohamed Salah scoring his last ever derby. And Mohamed Salah, the first ever goal scorer in a Merseyside derby. It's Mohamed Salah, a moment of history for the Egyptian. What a ball that is. First time Salah's got in to the penalty box. I tell you what, a phenomenal, sublime ball by Cody Gakpo. Everton at the back, sloppiness. Garner Gay with a horrendous ball out to find O'Brien. And there's a miscommunication in. Cody Gakpo picks out the ball of the season from his point of view. And that's more like it, Cody, lad. Slicing the Everton back line open. Like a knife. A hot knife through butter. Look at that for the ball, heads. Get in. And what a finish. That's the Salah of old. We'll miss you, Mo. We'll certainly miss your derby goals as well. But Liverpool, moments before, we've been second best for large spells of this game. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We're 1-0 up. Gets in there, Eds. Gets in. Yeah, big up there, Cass. Everton's goal was disallowed, chat. Don't be worrying about that. It was the right decision. But I tell you what, the first chance we've had today, obviously just seconds before that, we had the half chance from Cody Gakpo, but Cody, lad, that's what we've been... Well, the two lads that we've been missing this season, they were instrumental for Liverpool last year, and Cody Gakpo's in on goal here. Oh, just missed a touch on that, and he knows that should be 2-0. It was another exquisite ball over the back line of Everton. But a long searching ball, and Cody Gakpo, he's millimetres away from making that 2-0. Oh, look at that, and Dye's absolutely fuming. He's fuming. It was offside, lad, don't be worrying. Yeah, mister. That's what we've been missing from Cody, chat. This season. That's what he's capable of. It's what he's capable of. And that's just not just Cody that's been offered this season. Been many Liverpool players, but I always say to you, Chess, there's a great player in there, just needs to be consistent. Obviously, he was a big contributor for Liverpool last season, as was Mohamed Salah. But with the departure of Salah in the summer, Cody needs to step up, and the other Liverpool forwards do need to step up massively. In the absence of Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, and Salah, Andy Robbo inside the penalty box. And there we go. Mohamed Salah pressing from the front. That's what you love to see, chat. That's what you love to see. There we go. He's giving it his absolute all. As he always does in a Liverpool shirt. There we go. Mister, can I say he's been through a lot this year, Chas? In terms of, obviously, the sad passing of his dad and Everton, chat. Footballers are human as well, at the end of the day as well, Reds. I know we want to be seeing Liverpool win games of football, but it's been a very difficult year for all the players, the football club and all of us. Obviously, the performances on the pitch haven't certainly worked out, but hopefully, when it comes round next season, Liverpool are properly at the races and putting on many great performances, hopefully. But there's a great player in there, chat with Canate. And if he does sign a new contract and die inside the penalty box, okay, to take your time here, Liverpool, switch on. Pick the right pass to play out. Yeah, sure it was. Long searching ball for Liverpool. Florian Wirtz. Oh, he just couldn't quite get that toe on that to get away from Jared Branthwaite. Hopefully flow's okay. Running off plays, lads. Hopefully it's just a contact. Dead leg. But yeah, chat. And this is what, probably for all views, watching or listening as well, that's, well, for me, I look at that, and we've not done it that many times this year. When Liverpool have had opportunities this season, on many of occasions, we've fluffed our lines, really, haven't we? But today, first real big opportunity Liverpool have had, and we've taken it. And especially off the back of, obviously, the disallowed goal from Everton. It's just took the noise out of the stadium. It's took absolutely sucked all the energy out of the stadium, really, hasn't it? Liverpool's goal. And yeah, it's just taking our moments at the right times this year. We haven't done that enough. And then always has been the case when we've missed one or two big chances. Obviously, we've been really punished by the opposition teams. But that's football, innit? Hey? Football. Well, at the minute, 10 minutes left to go here, Reds. If you are tuning in for the first time, wait 1 second there, chat. It's going to be a corner to Everton. Was a cross by Mykolenko. But yeah, Mohamed Salah, chat, if you're watching the highlights later this evening, check out Cody Gakpo's ball. it is Cody's probably best moments of the season so far. I know we are at the back end of the season, but that's the quality that Gakpo does possess. Just need to be a bit more consistent going into next season. Well, a lot more consistent, as do all Liverpool players. It's going to be a corner here. Away by Liverpool, Virgil van Dijk at the front post. Away by Canate. Is that going to be a foul on Andy Robbo? Well done, Robbo, lads. He's done well there to get between man and ball. Well done there. Very, very, very experienced. Very, very experienced defending there. And it's just about accepting the boos, getting the boos even louder. Is there a Villa goal, I think, here, chat? I think that's 2-0 now. 2-1, sorry. Watkins has got the second goal there now. Yeah, Mr. He will be missing the World Cup, mate. I'm certainly no sports science anyway, but I've seen a lot more fully advanced in terms of injuries, sports injuries as well. Looks, I think people were saying online, between 7 to 9 months, possibly, which is horrendous, really, in all honesty. And as we've seen on many of occasions, players that have had that injury in the past, it's an extremely difficult injury. He can come back, but it's whether he's got the right amount of pace. He certainly might need to adapt his game, but he's still a young player as well, Hugo. So the good thing in terms of he's got many years ahead of him as well. So, but he's got the best facilities. He's got the right people around him as well. He's got us as fans in terms of getting behind him, and we'll all be hoping and waiting, and can't wait to see him back in a Liverpool shirt, leading the line for the Reds, because he's done tremendous this season, hasn't he? In all honesty, one of the bright sparks to come out of this year. Obviously, the second half of the season, his form has dropped off, but I think that's very much coincided with a lot of Liverpool's inconsistent performances. Isaac, come on. But not too bad. We've got Isaac up front anyway, every chat. So we're very blessed with attacking forward talent anyway. Yeah, 2-1 chat to Villa. So yeah, he'll miss the World Cup, mate. Miss a big chunk of next season as well. Yeah, that'll come, mate. That'll come, bud. So 5 minutes left to go here, chat, in the first half. Would be fantastic if the Reds could get a second goal just before half time. Give us a bit more of a buffer, really. And was he, Mark? Well, we spoke about that on Wednesday. Was it Tuesday night for the PSG game as well? Was it Isaac only had one touch in the Paris Saint-Germain penalty box? But that's going to be going into next season. Like, we need to find a way of properly implementing Liverpool's forward line in terms of, obviously, if it's Isaac through the middle, trying to get him into the game on a lot more of occasions, really. Salah trying to anticipate that ball back to Pickford. That's better by Isaac. Little flick round the corner. Doesn't know when the referee's playing defensive midfield for Everton here. Get out the way, please, F. It's going to be a drop ball to Liverpool. But yeah, I think just Liverpool adapting to the way Isaac plays, and certainly flooding Vert as well in the system. Cody Gakpo off the left-hand channel. It's going to be a corner there. And there we go. It's what happens when Cody gets a lot more confidence as well. Certainly, not just Cody, but the Liverpool side have certainly not been playing like a team full of confidence. But first time in a very long time where we've seen Cody Gakpo come off that left-hand channel and produce of real quality. He's up for it today. Oh, that's fantastic to see. It's been all action, Cody Gakpo. Obviously getting the assist for Salah's goal. Salah was the goal scorer, chat. Isaac cleared. Everton at the front post. It's fell to Jones. It's an awful ball, Curtis. Don't be diving in. Njai, sorry. Garner. He's recovered that well, Curtis. He did lose the ball originally, but come back and intercepted that perfectly. Come on, Liverpool. Speed up a bit. Cody Gakpo off the left. No. Trying to stand up O'Brien. But as we are tuning in for the first time this afternoon, Liverpool found themselves 1-0 up, courtesy of a Mohamed Salah goal. It was a fantastic delivery from Cody Gakpo, who sliced Everton's defence open perfectly. But this suits. Come on, Flo. Tell you what, Cody, well done, lad. Gravenberch. Salah, release that earlier, please, lad. Enjoy. He's won that back, and you can sense from the sounds from the stands, the Everton fans are really getting frustrated at the minute in terms of the ball constantly getting played back to them on every occasion. Yeah, not many times though, Storm Isaac. We haven't really given them proper service. Liverpool's majority of our players gone down the left-hand channel, and Cody's done well in the first half. Done really well. But games like the derby is just like the big moments. As I said, Everton have been dominating. Floody and Vert, just a touch of aiding them again. Cody Gakpo closing down O'Brien. He's done well there. Everton right back to manoeuvre away. And it's a great interception by Gravenberch. Cody Gakpo inside the penalty box. He's found Robbo. It's just not the greatest pass there, Cody, lads. Unlucky, lad. Go again. But tell you what, at least the lads have been up for it anyway. Today we've been patient, to say the least, anyway. Patient in the right areas, compact in certain moments. Not at every moment, but don't concede here, I was going to say. Thank you, Virgil. Guess the commentating early. So 2 minutes added on there, chat, before half time. That's it, there we go. Canate. Long searching ball. And I was going to say, chat, that the deliveries that Isaac, for me, thrived up when he was at Newcastle with the long balls over the top of the defence. Isaac, inside the penalty box, shot on target. But first time we've actually got Alexander Isak in that position there. Hopefully it gives them a bit more confidence going into the second half anyway. Come on, Ebu, get up please, lads. Yeah, he's back up now, Ebu. We had chat. This time, Isaac has actually had a shot on goal. But we're going to be getting Isaac, not just today's game, but I was just saying there, play balls over the top, but not many times Liverpool play against a side that is not camped in their own penalty box. So we are getting the ball out wide, the ball into the penalty box to Isaac in the air. Let him attack it. Szoboszlai on the edge of the box. That's going to be took a deflection. I'll tell you what. Pickford, I think he lost that in the sun there. Really, the away end went absolutely berserk there. With a sarcastic way. Sloppy by Curtis. We have played the 2 minutes of added time. Don't know where the referee's got the last 20 seconds. And he's skewed that wide there. So, McNeil. And that should come to a close in the opening 45 minutes, Reds. Liverpool 1-0 up, courtesy of a Mohamed Salah goal. Get in there, Reds. That's certainly what we wanted. As we said, that's Liverpool clinical at the right moments this afternoon. That cannot be said for many games this season. But the main thing is Liverpool are going in for the first ever half-time Merseyside derby at the Hill Dickinson, being 1-0 up. And just one of the many magical records. Well, it's etched in history, isn't it? In respect to Mohamed Salah being the first derby goal scorer at half time in the Hill Dickinson. It's going to be Mohamed Salah anyway. So, yeah, and just moments before that, you are tuning in just at half time now, when you missed the opening passages of play anyway. Obviously, a disallowed goal that was rightfully so disallowed. Everton goal, Ndiaye. A ball to the far stick. Did fall to him. It was a fantastic ball by O'Brien. Sloppy defending, but the right decision was given by the fourth official anyway in the line-out. But in terms of Everton prior to Liverpool's goal, anyone in the 29th minute, I'd say we're the better imposing side anyway. But Liverpool, we've been patient, certainly very patient in terms of when we've got our moments. We've certainly been a lot better, and just even quickly straight away looking at the expected XG 0.95 to Everton's 0.37. In possession wise, 55 to Everton's 45. Total shots, Liverpool 6 to Everton's 5. Shots on target, 2 for Everton, 4 for Liverpool. So that in itself, much better. I'd certainly, I'd put it up there as, in terms of course, would have been ideal, would have been nice to have been 2-3 up as well. But in terms of, we've seen spells, I'd say, in terms of, it's been better from some halves that we've seen from Liverpool this season anyway. But yeah, we knew the noise coming into the game as well. Brand new stadium, the Everton fans very vocal coming into the game, and certainly when the game started as well. Obviously, the big chance for anyone that's not watching the game, if you are listening, you probably listen. You heard the Beto chance. I was 20 minutes in anyway. He was through on goal, bearing down on goal, with Mamardashvili coming off his line very quickly. But it was an awful executed shot by Beto, literally at the corner flag anyway. But yeah, another forward probably would put that into the back of the net. But yeah, Liverpool doing what we're doing anyway. The one big chance. If you haven't seen the highlights or whatnot, check it out. Like Reds, it's worthy of winning, a goal worthy of winning any Merseyside derby anyway. Huge credit has to go to Cody Gakpo as well. That's the quality of the lad. That's what he can produce. That's what he did produce last season for the big moments. Absolutely And it was good work by Liverpool in terms of the aggression to get the ball back in and around the vicinity of Everton's penalty area, just outside the penalty box. Sloppiness by Everton. But it's one thing Everton making a mistake, and then another thing Liverpool actually capitalising on the header. We've seen that many of occasions where opposition teams against Liverpool have made headers, but Liverpool haven't been there in the press. But Liverpool spot on in the press in terms of capitalising on that header on the edge of the penalty area. And then another case of Cody Gakpo getting his head up, timing the through ball to absolutely perfection, really. Phenomenal ball. Slices Everton's back line open. And then who's there? Mohamed Salah. What hopefully won't be his final goal this afternoon. But if that is a match-winning goal in a Merseyside derby for Mo, just another goal to add on to his many tallies of goals against Everton down the last 9 years in the Liverpool shirt anyway. And there's nothing better than scoring away at Everton's ground anyway, as Mo would certainly say anyway. But that's your analysis on the game, first 45 minutes. Of course, Liverpool can certainly be a lot more demanding in terms of on the ball, have a lot more higher possession as well, but it's always strange when you analyse big games like this in terms of when you're playing Manchester United, when you're playing, it used to be Goodison Park, now at the Hill Dickinson Stadium against Everton now as well. Games of this magnitude, very 50-50, the crowd as well. When you are playing away from home, you'd like to be a lot more on the ball as well, but the majority of the time, when you are the visiting side in these big games, you kind of relinquish, you accept that you're not going to have much more of the possession than we are typically used to at a game against lesser opposition, against the lower side in the Premier League. And obviously, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, fair enough. I think if you'd had that camera angle, chat, in every single stadium in the Premier League, the offsides would be getting done perfectly. That's a fantastic camera angle, by the way, for the VAR monitors. That's a fantastic angle. You can see, I think you can't see it, but it's a camera angle. I think it must be situated at the top of one of the Everton stands anyway, or the top gantry. But perfect viewing for that offside disallowed goal. For NJ anyway. But yeah, sloppiness from Everton, just looking at that, just gets better every time you watch it, really. Fantastic. Made up. Especially for Cody as well, chat. And not just Cody, but for a lot of the Liverpool team as well this season. They won't be happy with their performances. They'll be disappointed. It's been a very difficult season, as we all know, for everyone at the club. But Salah there. And fantastic bit of work there from Curtis Jones, crowning the Egyptian king there in front of the away end. All done, lads. Go ahead. But a Burnley winning as well, chat. Oh, geez, on that one. I think they're winning as well. So, yeah, Burnley winning against Forest. Yeah, that's certainly not the result Forest will be wanting. That's a big result for Tottenham and the likes of West Ham as well. But yeah, obviously, if you did miss the game yesterday, Leeds United won 3-0. You'd expect them to survive. Now they're on 39 points. You would, yeah, they'll be safe now anyway. But obviously, I did find it, chat, if you did watch the Tottenham game yesterday, I just find it mad, the Xavi Simons celebration. Celebrate like that when you're 3-4-0 up, not when you're just one goal up. And then obviously Tottenham doing what Tottenham have done on many seasons, but especially this year, celebrating like that and then going up the other end and conceding, and then only getting a point away from a game that you look like you were getting 3 points. But yeah, if you're going to be celebrating like that, make sure it's in the 95th minute and not with 5-10 minutes left to go in the game. But yeah, chat, on R1, obviously Villa, they're 2-1 up. Obviously against Sunderland anyway. So in terms of where that does lie, Liverpool, in terms of Champions League football, as it stands, if the result was to finish here now, would put Liverpool in a much more commanding position for the Champions League football as well. Regardless of whoever we are playing, but it's added even more that it is a Merseyside derby. Well, minus thoughts on just the players. Well done, lads. Same again. Go out there, try and get that second goal as much as you possibly can, and then just let the crowd boo you. Let the crowd boo you for the large spells of that game anyway, and frustrate the crowds. Come away from that ground, and yeah, you can walk home anyway. Enjoy and certainly, hopefully, Liverpool. Yeah, 7. It's huge today, chat. Regardless of whoever it is, the opposition, but added, it is Everton Football Club that we are playing this afternoon. So, yeah, needed 7-point gap now between Liverpool and Chelsea in 6. Huge chance. If we can possibly make that maybe a 10-point gap, we've literally after this game, I think it was a 4. So yeah, after today's game, we'll have 5 games left, and if we can make that a 10-point gap, that would be huge. Obviously, Liverpool are playing Crystal Palace next week, so that's going to be another big game. That is at Anfield as well. But after the Palace game, if we can come away from today's game with a huge 3 points today, then Liverpool will be playing against Manchester United, as we know, then away to Chelsea. But if we can go into that Chelsea game, obviously we're at home anyway as well, we can go into that Chelsea game with a 10-point gap between us and them, then obviously then you can certainly be a lot more relaxed going into the Villa game and the Brentford game as well, because that's 2 fixtures certainly you don't want to be going into the back end of the season. Well, those last 4 fixtures, you don't want to be going into that with like a 3-point gap between Champions League positions as well. But yeah, another big 45-minute period for Liverpool, as we know, Reds, and hopefully we can put in another big 45. I'm doing a long chat. We haven't dominated every single second of the first half, but the moments that we've had, we've capitalised really on the big moments. As well as we got 2 touches, I'll quickly check on that there, Mark. But yeah, the only Isaac chance he has had obviously stemmed from a long ball from Liverpool. As we said before in the first half, Liverpool wanting to get Isaac into the game. I think we need to get the ball out wide, start whipping in some crosses. Everton's defence is a bit more higher up the pitch than I certainly would have expected. But obviously being 1-0 down now, Everton's defensive line will certainly be creeping up a bit more higher. That the longer this game goes on, and even if you do go 2-0 down, hopefully Everton, then there will be a lot more space, hopefully, for Liverpool to exploit. So yeah, just Isaac, he's probably even, I wouldn't even say he's like 70% fit, he's probably 50-60% fit anyway. He's been out for a long time, and especially, as I say, with Curtis Jones, probably I'd put Isaac in that bracket as well. Even when he used to play for Newcastle as well, he's always a player that didn't always hit the ground running straight away when he's been out for injury. Similar with Curtis Jones, those type of players in terms of need for me a good run a couple of games to get fully into the stride. As annoying it is sometimes, obviously you want to be plugging and playing players, putting them in straight away, hitting the ground running, getting 3 goals in a game. But I think in terms of the sheer longevity that Isaac has been out with injury, then yeah, it's just about getting that match sharpness. And even come at the end of the season, hopefully the World Cup will do him the world of good anyway, Alexander Isak. I think that will be the case anyway, chat. Big up there, Mr. as well. Quickly, big up there, just looking at quickly over. Good in spells though, Matt. Anyway, good in spells. Everton for the first, before Liverpool got their goal, as I've said, mate. We played in spells, but at the end of the day, we're 1-0 up. And I think Liverpool, at the minute, I'll just keep on giving Cody Gakpo the ball. Playing through Cody, I think he's been Liverpool's bright spark in the opening 45 minutes. Given the ball on every opportunity. But Liverpool's press, go out there, get a second goal, let the crowds get on top of Everton's team anyway in terms of being very disappointed. Of course, Derby anyway, they're going to be disappointed, the booing and everything. But no one, please don't be getting a silly yellow or silly red card or anything. But we know games of this magnitude and derbies, anything can happen really, isn't it? So, but a huge, not just for the Merseyside derby chat, a huge 45 minutes in terms of Liverpool's race for Champions League football for next season. Yeah, Hero, and it's fantastic comment there, mate. I'll bring it up in a sec. Yes, Hero said there, spot on. Best ability is availability in my eyes. Someone who can lane even if they don't get major game time as well. Yeah, and we've seen a lot of the players as well. You look at even Florian Wirtz coming into a new system. Don't be worrying, chat. Don't listen to rival fans. Obviously, we want to be seeing Flo impacting games on a more regular occurrence. But as I said, I think long-term vision for Liverpool, once we get Isaac and Wirtz we figured out a way of properly getting them intertwined within the system into the football club. They're doing okay and not doing amazingly, those two lads, but I think with new signings, especially when we are coming away from a system that is obviously being, last year was heavily relied upon Mohamed Salah getting the goals, getting the assists, producing obviously the players behind Mo, working defensively hard. Mo, as he did last year, worked very hard as well. But yeah, Liverpool's, we knew this was always going to happen when Mane, Firmino and Salah eventually did all depart Liverpool. Then Liverpool needed to find a new vision, a new plan, a new Everton really in terms of figuring out a winning games of football. And it's not as easy as just saying go and get the best young striker in European football and Hugo Ekitike. Get one of them, obviously still only 26 years old, 26, 27 Isaac now, isn't he? Go and get them, but they're going to still need time to adapt. And especially in terms of adapting, it's a lot more easy for players to come into a system when the system's working really well, when it's flourishing, when you're winning 3 games, 3 and 4-0 every single week as well. But yeah, the new signs coming into a team that is not being fully firing this season. But it's just about getting that right combination, in all honesty, of the players getting integrated to a system that works for them, and then players playing on a consistent level, really. I know that might sound like a lot, but that's the big job Arne Slot's got in terms of he is going to be staying here for another year. And if he does get a new contract as well, Isaac, there we go, I was going to say, first time Isaac's on the ball there in the second half, nearly producing a fantastic ball through there. Sorry, chat. Yeah, it's going to be a throw-in down the right-hand side. I thought Gakpo was going to get on the end of that, nearly did. But yeah, it's a big summer for Liverpool, chat, as we all know. But if we can get a 7-point gap after today, it's going to be huge. Settle a lot of all of our nerves, really, and certainly the players as well. The players don't need us to tell them. They'll know themselves. The manager as well, he'll know. Not being up to the high standards in which the team did set last year. Everton not 100% pressing at the minute. Bit surprised, no, honestly, chat. I know we're only, obviously, Liverpool shooting from left to right anyway, and the Blues from right to left. Liverpool defending the away end in the second half. Come on, lads, get the second goal. Get this game over and done with. Yeah, possibly, mate. Yeah, I think Morgan Rogers. Yeah, that's 3 points for Villa then by the looks of it. 3-1. It's a disappointing result for everyone below Liverpool and Aston Villa. Tell you what, if Villa chats just quickly on them, if they get Champions League football and a Europa League trophy, a job Unai Emery he has done in his career. Tremendous manager. Sloppy by Liverpool. Switch on here. Ball in here. NGI. Ball to the far stick. Thankfully, it's not found an Everton forward. But sloppy there from Liverpool. Just caught. And it's Curtis Jones trying to pull off a blind pass. I don't know where he's even trying to play that, but it was a ball in behind by Garnagay, I think it was, to find NGI inside the penalty box, and Liverpool getting away with that. But yeah, sorry there, Amar. I hope you pronounced that right. Apologies if not. Yeah, it's just obviously you mentioned the wingers. Yeah, I think in the modern era of like flying wingers and even fullbacks as well, you've just got to. Obviously, there's the sometimes when you do play a left footer off a right wing, vice versa as well. But I think for a great winger, you've just got to be good at off both feet, haven't you? Cody Gakpo, don't foul him there. Lucky there. The foul by Cozy. I tell you what, this pitch is absolutely awful. By the way, it's chunks of the grass are coming up as well. Oh yeah, that pitch is not the greatest. But yeah, the great wingers, I think being able to Omar being good off both feet anyway. But obviously, was it Yan Diomande? I think he's the talk of the town, not just for Liverpool, but for a lot of European sides as well. Looks like a very fascinating winger. Obviously, going to have a big price tag anyway, 85 million. But if he is to depart the Bundesliga, it'll be interesting to see how well he develops outside of Germany. But it's funny, innit? Leipzig get rid of Xavi Simons. Obviously, you get rid of Openda and some other there forwards as well, and they get better. Funny how that works in some football clubs as well, innit? But certainly invested that money very well. It's a great ball by Salah to find Florian Wirtz. Just a heavy touch evaded the Egyptian there. Not the greatest of touches. Don't foul him, Jones. No silly foul there. Long searching ball from Pickford. The Everton fans are very disgruntled with the inability of the Everton forward line of keeping hold of possession, really. Sloppy by Wirtz. Come on, lads. Keep hold of the ball better at the top end of the pitch. That's what we were saying in half time. Dewsbury Hall now winning back the ball. Just allowing the crowd to get back into full song, really. Giving them the momentum. Giving them the initiative. But it's just about communication at the minute with Liverpool. Get back into your shape. Track your runners. And pick a man and stay on him. Well done there, Ebu. Well read the ball. Isaac, can he get on the end of that? Tell you what, Branthwaite's at a time that really well. on Alexander Isak because he was bursting through on goal. Isak, tell you, a crucial interception, 45 yards from goal. He had to make that because there was a gaping hole in that Everton defence. If he could have got away there, Isaac. But yeah, it's good to see him actually not jump out of that as well, chat. Obviously, we've seen many players in the Premier League at the minute when you've watched a game and some of them are jumping out of challenges. Obviously thinking about the World Cup on the horizon for some of them. But he didn't jump out of that, Isaac. And I think you just need to get used to big comings together, really, in terms of challenges as well. But he didn't jump out of that one, Isaac. And it was good to see. And that only gave him a lot more confidence going forward as well. Being able to deal with those high intensity challenges as well. He's done well here, Mamardashvili, today though, chat. Big saves this afternoon. Obviously the save from Beto. Dewsbury Hall. And it's 1-1. Beto on the end of that. Bloody hell. 1-0 there. Everton down that left-hand side. Switching off. And that's certainly what we were saying we didn't want. And Beto running across the Liverpool centre-halves. But yeah, as we said, the second half for Liverpool just come out really poor. Very slow, very lethargic. And Mamardashvili, he's down injured, but I don't see any form of challenge there. It must have been one of the Liverpool defenders. But it's a simple long ball pumped into the channel. Ibu Kanate. Yeah, it's simple that. It's simple football. But that is a goal that we've seen happen time and time again against Liverpool. Yeah, it's a coming together. No, it won't be a foul on Mamardashvili, chat. He's entitled to go for that ball, Beto. He's got, yeah. But, yeah, Liverpool's fullbacks. Jones gets taken out with a simple ball into the channel. And Dewsbury Hall ran into the channel. Simple cross into the box. Kanate having to cover for the space of Jones. And then you've only got Virgil van Dijk inside the penalty box against Beto as well. So game on here in the Merseyside derby. And that now puts us exactly where we were before kick-off. Yeah, Marty said there, stopped the cross. But I think in terms of just that ability of just reading the space and that just it's a ball into the channel. We've seen that so many times, but as you said, Mark, stopping across as well. But I think it's looks like Woodman's coming on here now. So it looks like Mamardashvili might be injured now as well. Injuries just keep on piling up for Liverpool here. But Woodman. But yeah, Woodman coming on between the sticks. But yeah, Liverpool down to our third choice goalkeeper now. Need to react here though, chat. Need to react. Yeah, I won't even be blaming Mamardashvili for that goal, in all honesty, chat. Ball across the penalty box. Sorry there, chat, it wasn't Van Dijk, it was Andy Robbo. But yeah, both centre-halves, caught out. That's what I lost, just saying, just focus, concentrate. As we said, I went with a 2-1 score prediction in my chat. They would end the score, Everton. And that does not look good at all for Mamardashvili. He's come off on a stretcher as well. Hopefully Giorgio Mamardashvili's okay. But Woodman now coming on chat. A big moment for the fella. Obviously did play for Newcastle a very long time ago though. But yeah, the injuries just keep on piling up for Liverpool this season. So chat. 1 second, let's make the sub. Come on, Liverpool, switch on here now. Yeah, Woodman's in here, chat. Mamardashvili's off. But yeah, just... fair play to Beto, run across the goalkeeper. It's what you'd want from any forwards, really. It's the perfect run across the centre half. Oh, on that occasion it was Andy Robbo. Gravenberch on the edge of the box. Gakpo shot wide there anyway. Tell you what, that would have been the perfect time to react. It was a missed time challenge by James Garner. On that occasion, Cozy take a touch, shift himself, and try and angle that ball into the bottom corner next time out. But now it's up to the fight now as well for Liverpool. It's a Merseyside derby. Let's see who's got the better fight in them. McNeil over the top of the bar. Again, too easy for him to allow him that shot off, even if he is 35 yards from goal. But yeah, just far too easy there for McNeil to evade the challenge of Florian Wirtz. Woodman. Ball over the top. On the elbow. Gone down there, Alexander Isak. Jones. Come on, lads. Switch on here. Salah. Wirtz. To Salah. Ball to the far stick. Cody Gakpo. Off the line. Tarkowski off the line. Come on, Liverpool. Switch on. Oh, look, keep it up there, though, Reds. I'll tell you what, it's the right decision. I need to have a little look on this second replay here, chat. Excellent play by Salah and Wirtz. Ball to the far stick. Oh, just on that second replay there, chat. I think he could have headed it across goal to Isaac. But he's cleared it off the line there, Tarkowski. Just in front of the... And that's Szoboszlai with a foul. And it's a quick free kick here by Everton. Liverpool need to be switched on. Ndiaye. And well read by Virgil. Tell you what, the game is very open for both sides here on the counter-attack. And Liverpool breaking through. Is that going to be a foul on Cody Gakpo? No, it isn't. Fair play to the referees, allowing the game to flow for both sides. McNeil, ball into the penalty box. Ndiaye. He's going to be offside there again. But I tell you what, just on that replay there, chat, with the ball cleared off the line. It just would have been fascinating if that ball was shifted across the penalty box by Gakpo, but we'll never know anyway. But very active, as is Cody. Ball through here, Isaac. I just couldn't quite get that ball sorted. I think Isaac's just taking too many touches. Just needs to get that shot away very quickly. Beto. Trying to get past Virgil van Dijk. He's done well there, Beto. He's dragged Virgil van Dijk 20 yards out of position here. And the Everton crowd are certainly in full song here at the minute. Yeah. At the minute, Ashgar, I think give it another 10 minutes, mate. I think just need to get through this spell of Everton pressure. Who would you bring on though, Ashgar or Chas, if you want to be making the sub? Because it's extremely vital that we do get our substitutions correct this afternoon and not waste them. I need to be seeing more from Flo, and that's a poor ball. Come on, Flo, lads. I think maybe bring someone off the bench here. Will be interesting to see who it is. Obviously, we've already made one in terms of the form of an injury to Mamadashvili. But come on here, lads. Don't be switching off. Keep up. Beto. Come on, Grav. That's it. Well done, Grav. Inside, he's trying to find... Oh, just can't quite fall for Isaac. It was a fantastic interception by Ryan Gravenberch. He ran onto his own pass anyway. Oh, Jones has missed it. And Jai. Big save by Woodman. I tell you what, Curtis is really struggling at the minute, chat. Really struggling this second half. Again, it's another ball pumped into the channel behind Curtis Jones. And then Jai does very well just to shove Curtis off the ball. It's not going to be a foul anyway. Is he getting booked? I haven't seen it. Not in the air chat. Apologies, camera wasn't even filming the game. Is he booking NJ? I think the referee, up until this moment, has been spot on for both sides. Ball forward. I'll tell you what, surely got to be a foul. He's climbing on Cody Gakpo's back. How's that not a foul? He's jumped over him. I'll tell you what, Liverpool need to be switched on here. We're going to capitalise for a goal. Come on, Liverpool, switch on here. Isaac, just get in the box, lad. Get in the box. Jones on the overlap. Floody and Vert, right hand side of the penalty area. Salah couldn't quite get that right touch and get away from Branthwaite. Beto, don't be fouling him, Ebu. Ebu's miles out of position here. Got to be very careful. That's it. Well done, Dom. Pressing from the front. Gravenberch. Wirtz. He's found Robbo. 25 yards from goal. Andy Robbo. He's having a shot. Oh, wide. I tell you what. I don't think that's that far wide there, chat. Probably 25 yards from goal. Tell you what, it's not too far that from the far top right corner there, chat. 2, 3, 4 yards. And what a time. So you have Liverpool's two players that are departing in the summer, come at the end of the season. Would it give Liverpool fans a going away present in the Merseyside derby? Looks like Forest was good. Yeah, Forest. Big goal there. Morgan Gibbs-White. Oh man, Liverpool. And Jai's getting so much space here at the minute. Come on, Curtis. There's no foul on Curtis Jones. Doesn't help when the graphics are getting in the way of like what's actually happening on the telly. Go and see what's happening here. Don't want to be seeing the bottom of the table. But it's going to be a throw-in down this left-hand side here now for Everton. Mykolenko. I tell you, it's been a difficult second half. Hopefully Cody can get us the winner, mate. Mykolenko, long searching ball in, clear by Van Dijk. It's been won by an Everton player. Tarkowski back out to Mykolenko, clear by Ibu. And again, it's fell back to an Everton player. Oh, come on, switch on here. That's ball into the box, cleared. Yeah, it's going to be a stoppage of play. The Everton crowds will be disappointed, but it was a clashing of heads between Canate and Beto. Player safety is very, very important, as you'd expect, for both players. Beto's saying, I need to see another replay on this. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, sure. If anyone's played any football anyway, you've been probably on the receiving end of that when you're just going up for a header and both of you trying to header the ball. Yeah, 70 minutes here now, chat, and Isaac. Obviously, with no Hugo Ekitike as well. Yeah, it's a drop ball for Liverpool. Probably Liverpool would do the right thing and the sportsmanship thing to give Everton back the ball. I'm gonna drop ball. Everton have got a drop ball outside Liverpool's penalty area. Away by Van Dijk. Liverpool. GB Hall. Oh, Kanate's ducked. Got away with that, chat. Canate, for some bizarre reason, ducked at the far stick. Wow. He must have got a shout from... He has to have got a shout from one of his teammates anyway. Wow, big goal at the bottom of the table. Nottingham Forest. Morgan Gibbs-White made it 2-1. 30 minutes left to go, and that is not a result Spurs fans will be wanting to see. And there's a stoppage in play here at the minute, Reds. Yeah, I think Beto, I think he's struggling. I think with that clash of heads, really. Certainly with obviously the concussion protocols. And looks like Everton will be making a change. So that result for Forest puts them 5 points clear of Spurs. Whew, huge. Hopefully, chat. We'll take anyone. We'd even take an own goal off Pickford. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, 100% fella. 100%. 20 minutes here, Reds. Any changes for yous? Quickly run you through the Liverpool bench at the minute. Obviously, we've already made one out of substitutions that we've got. Obviously, that was a forced change due to the injury of Mamadashvili between the sticks. But Liverpool, we got Frimpong, you got Kirkers, you got Alexis, Trainioni, Chiesa, and Rio Wengamua. Obviously, there'll be plenty of shows on Anfield Index speaking about, obviously, already been plenty of them. Hit that subscribe button down below, Reds, as well. Obviously, Dave and Trev will be doing many transfer shows coming into obviously the transfer window period. If you missed the last transfer show with Dave and Trev, check it out, Reds. The lads went through many big transfer stories relating to Liverpool and possible summer additions as well. But yeah, I'm looking at that bench as well, chat. Yeah, Beto's coming off for Barry there. You're looking at the bench. Obviously, maybe Liverpool might need a third choice striker anyway, because as we know, Case is not 100% match fit anyway. And the right decision to take Isaac off, really, chat. Yes, you want to keep him on, but as we know, he's not played many minutes. So it's going to be interesting. Probably will be Cody Gakpo leading the line for Liverpool now. Rio's come on, which hopefully Rio, he's won as many games this season, being the bright spark. So yeah. So chat, yeah, Rio on, Isaac off. You'd expect. He's always done well there to evade the advancing press from Dominic Szoboszlai. Yeah. That's the thing though, innit? Like, obviously with Luis Diaz departing in the summer, and obviously Darwin Núñez as well. Obviously Rio, he's had a couple of big moments this season, but Barry's got away from. Jones needs so much more help here, Curtis. There's so much space like between Jones at the minute. Yes, he's playing poorly, but he's really struggling. He needs help from his teammates here. Oh, good away with that, Curtis. Good touch away from Garner. Just drawing a foul there, but 15 minutes left to go here, Eds. Come on, Liverpool, get a winner here if we can. Well, make sure you tune into the Gags Tandon show following the full-time whistle here, Eds. Gags and Lola will be live after the full-time whistle here, and hopefully Gags and Lola will be talking about a big 3 points. And obviously you've got the post-match raw, lads. Trev, Dave and the lads. Virgil, what? I'll tell you what, Woodman. It was a bit of, nearly a big, huge miscommunication between Liverpool centre-half and the goalkeeper there. But the right decision, thankfully, was taken. It would have been fascinating if there was an Everton forward really pressing in behind Virgil van Dijk and got ahead of Woodman. And Liverpool at 6 and 7s here at the penalty box. He's gone down there. Dewsbury Hall, there was wasn't too much a big of a contact there. Wouldn't say it was a penalty. And it's over the bar there by Garner. But Ibu, thankfully, just about getting enough on that. Yeah, it was a well-timed interception there. Perfectly timed. Well done there, Ibu. He's had to do that on many occasions this afternoon, Ibu, to help his teammate. I'm just looking at that chance there, yeah. If McNeil's a bit more quicker off the mark there, just to get ahead of Virgil van Dijk, would have been fascinating, really, Reds, because Woodman was just about outside of his penalty box. And he had to header that and control it. Come on, Mo. Salah. Edge of the box. He's found Viet's player to Cody Gakpo. Rio Engamua. Deflection. I just couldn't quite get the right connection on that, Rio. That was better. But Everton have dominated, certainly the last 25. Dominated large chunks of the second half as well, Reds, let's be honest. And they're on the ball again here. McNeil inside the penalty box. Ball to the far stick. Did he get a touch on that, Woodman? But again, far too easy. Liverpool being getting battered in those channels there really this afternoon. Yeah. Didn't quite get a touch on that, Woodman. It was a shot dragged wide. Shot come cross anyway. And it looks like Branthwaite is down injured here. And that's going to be a big injury concern for Everton. Especially considering they are chasing European competition. He has been out for a very, very long time over the course of the last couple of seasons as well. Looks like Tyreek George will be coming on. Probably will be for McNeil, I'd guess. Yeah, but Ashkari, as we all know, mate, it'll pop up in the big moments as he did for the goal, and hopefully uses quality. Still plenty of time here. That's 13 minutes. Probably will be about 5-6 minutes added on as well. Oh yeah, that's game over for Forest 3-1. As he wonders for the goal difference as well. Morgan Gibbs White, if you got him in your fantasy football, he'll be made up. Hat-trick. Won't mind a couple of those goals this afternoon. The Forest have scored. Come on, Reds. Just need to be very careful here. Just take our time here, Reds. Yeah, we haven't missed. Yeah, we certainly haven't come out in the second half. Give them the credit. Not that I want to give them too much, Everton. But they've done well in the second half, which you'd expect. Being the home side, you'd expect this kind of reaction anyway. Being the home side, it's what the crowd had once. Crowd wouldn't allow them to be sitting on the toes anyway. Yeah, it is McNeil coming off the chaff for Everton. Tyreek George, one of the many numerous Chelsea players that are on loan. I think he's on loan in Everton, apologies, chance. Guessing he is. Yeah, we should be doing him over. Yeah, Mark, it's gonna be a fascinating summer in that respect, mate. Obviously, the sporting directors make the big money anyway. Obviously, there's going to be a large turnover of players probably expected. Obviously, we know Salah and obviously Robbo and probably a lot more other players depart in Liverpool. Take your time there, Grav. Well done, little drop of the shoulder. Well done there. 10 minutes here, Eds. Come on, switch on. Get at these. So Bosley found Rio and Gamua quite isolated at the minute. Rio, but not got many players around him. But found Bosley to Jones. Just need to be starting to move this ball much quicker. Liverpool. That's when Everton did struggle in the first half, when rotating the ball from left to right with real pace. Rio and Gamua inside the penalty box. To Bosley. Just keep all the possession here, lads. Keep on shifting it side to side. Wait. Take our time. Get that, Curtis. No foul there. Well done. Release the ball, Curtis. Little give and go. Cozy, you need to be stronger there, please, lads. Ebu. Clearing that. Everton throw-in down the left-hand channel on the halfway line. Well, this game is certainly in the balance for both sides anyway. McAllister coming on, chat. Who's he going to be coming off for? Probably, and Frimpong's coming on as well, chat. Certainly has struggled today, Curtis. But the way Everton have identified him as the weak link in the back line, which is understandable. He's not a right back. As a foul on Ebu. But an ideal scenario for Liverpool next season and this season as well, as we come into the final games anyway. You need as you said before, chat, availability is so important. Having Frimpong and Kirkers consistently fully fit for the whole season, that's going to be one of the biggest challenges for Liverpool for next season. Gravenberch over the bar, 25 yards out. So yeah, that would have been an exquisite goal if that ends up in the back of the net from that angle and that distance really as well. Just too much on that. So probably will be Frimpong on for who's the forward there then? Gakpo and Wirtz off. Frimpong and McAllister on. Salah going through the middle then? Must be. Oh, just a... Everton player down here at the minute, chat. Sorry there, chat. So McAllister on for Florian Wirtz. And Frimpong on. Yeah, looks like Braithwaite's gonna be off here. So Gakpo off. And Frimpong on. Apologies there, chat, on the subs. I'm going to be disappointed there, Braithwaite as well. Not that obviously you would have been probably on the plane. For England anyway, and it looks like it's a bad one there. Judging from his reaction, that could be a big injury for Everton in terms of their chase for European competition. So Kirkers is coming on. A lot of these changes is very... It's not that we've got many options though, chat, off the bench, have we? Haven't got many. Andy Robbo coming off. Well done, Robbo. Yeah, certainly will be about 6, 7, 8 minutes added on here, chat. And off the back of last season. That's not what we want. So Robbo's off here as well. Yeah, looks like a bad one there. Any Everton fan is tuning in. Yeah, Braithwaite getting stretched off here. Never. Yeah, it's just been marred with many injuries and there's Everton career. That's probably one of the biggest concerns really for any other big sides in European competition wanting to... He's a fantastic centre half. He's just had no luck with injuries at all, and especially with the price tag Everton would demand of any big side coming in for him. Just the injuries he's had. He's not had any luck at all. Mark, is that right? 3-0. Nice one there, bud. What's happened there? Yeah. Sunderland have scored 2 goals in the space of 60 seconds. Well, that's really poor though. Like Sunderland must have won that ball back straight from the kick-off. off Villa. Get in. So we can get a goal here. That puts Villa on 56 points. Come on, Reds, get a goal here. Come on, Liverpool. Some turnaround, that from Sunderland. Great intercept. That's not a foul, referee. Alexis McAllister. Those substitutions for both sides really taken any form of rhythm or anything out of the game, really. So, whereas Chelsea have dropped points this weekend, Brentford have dropped points. If it is to say like this, Liverpool and Everton have certainly dropped points here as well. So the only winners in respect to Champions League football, and if Villa are to drop points as well and Sunderland, then the winners this weekend in terms of European Champions League spots are Manchester United, really. George, that's out for the a goal kick. So 2 minutes left here, Reds. Hopefully, Kest. Probably will be another, chatty, as I said before, probably was going to be 5 before all these subs, but probably looking at 6-7 minutes added on. With the stoppage play for the injuries as well. Still plenty to play here. Salah, Rio Ngamua off the left-hand channel. Kirkes full of energy down the left-hand side. Salah couldn't quite get that ball through to Rio. But it's a fantastic interception by Canate. Don't foul him there, Reds. Just need to have we need to be switched on here the next 5. Okay, just get up, lad. Everton have nearly through here. George down the left-hand side. Dominic Szoboszlai is going to be a goal kick here for Liverpool. So everyone's going to be looking at the full officially here, chat. We all are. How many minutes here added on? 11. There we go. 11 minutes, eh? And apologies, chat. Yeah. 11 minutes added on here. So, 11 minutes there, chap. Maybe 1 second. I have to put the... but Liverpool... an extra time in derbies. Obviously, Divock Origi goals against Everton, Sadio Mane's. But everyone will say the Tarkowski goal last season as well. Frimpong. Ball here down the right. Need to produce quality. Frimpong, he's done well here. And he has handballed that inside the penalty box there. Unlucky there. Look for the little moment there that he'd gone through. He just managed to get through there, but yeah, he did handle the ball. Unlucky there. Yeah, you are seeing that. You are seeing that, right? 11 minutes added on. Come on, Liverpool. Which next season? Yeah. It's a poor by Liverpool there on that occasion. Come on, Liverpool. Press. A goal here for Liverpool. And that's sure going to be a foul on Alexis McAllister, referee. Absolutely took him out there. Didn't I book him? Ref. I say it's a high challenge there. Need another replay there. Don't think he's going to be getting a red card anyway, but it would be nice if we could actually see another replay. Because Alexis McAllister's down here, and of course Pickford's 50 yards off his goal line. Oh, I tell you what, a bit of a naughty challenge that by O'Brien. Knew exactly what he was doing there. Oh, wow. It's going to be a great game here to watch tonight. Match of the day. Villa 4-3. Wouldn't have minded some of those goals in this game, chat, for us. 7-goal thriller. Tammy Abraham. Woodman there. I'll tell you what. We've played 4 minutes here, Eds, and it's just... Oh, don't tell me we're going to be going down another goalkeeper here. Yeah, Woodman coming off his line there. Felt he was fouled by Barry. But yeah, as we said, Chas, just the substitutions are really... just disrupted the Liverpool at the minute. Yeah, true, Mike. But... Oh, is he offside there? Yeah, true, mate. Yeah. And I think a lot of fans out there have, would agree, really. But it's a big summer for the football club, as we all know, chat. Champions League football. Is a must, as we all know. Come on, Liverpool. We've played 5 minutes here and we've done nothing of extra time. Fair enough if we scored in the 101 minute anyway. For a winner for us, that sounds. But just make sure you tune into the post full-time whistle anyway. Gags and Lola will be taking you through all the big moments and hopefully a winner here for Liverpool. So tune into that, Reds. That'll be live at just a minute or so past 4 o'clock anyway. And so make sure you tune in for that, obviously with the added time anyway. So we've got 5 minutes left here. And obviously if you are regular, you'll be able to listen to the post-match Raw. Trevor and the lads. And we're taking you through all the latest on the latest post-match Raw podcast. There'll be plenty to unpack here today. Again, it's just... If we can get a winner here, make up for Everton. Rio, not the greatest to pass there. But Liverpool, press. Come on, lads, press from the front. Especially the lads that have come on, that are going to be fresh anyway. That have got the energy. Again, sloppy ball into the forward line here. Just no real control from Liverpool. Salah, little give and go with Mo to find Dominic Szoboszlai. Salah to Gravenberch. Little dummy. Rio over the bar. Big moment there for Rio and Gamua. He was disappointed. And he should given the quality of strike that we've seen him produce already this season in a red shirt, you can sense from his disappointment there. He knows he can at least get that shot on target. Yeah, we've seen him put that into the bottom right corner against Fulham last week. Big chance missed there, but hopefully there's one more here. But if it isn't the case, that was the big moment. Yeah, chat, if we did miss it, Liverpool have made a raft of changes anyway. Yeah. Guess we can't, mate. We've made our 5 substitutions. We've made our 5 subs. Obviously with Woodman coming on for Mamadashvili, Liverpool subs. Woodman's on, Rio's on, Frimpong's on, McAllister and Kirkes are all on. So even if we wanted Chiesa on, we can't. We've run out of subs. So what we've got out there has got to win the game today. 2 minutes left here. Rio off the left-hand channel. He's found Dominic Szoboszlai. Shot on goal. Then it'll be a corner to Liverpool. 2 minutes left here. 99th minute. After Hill Dickinson. And can Liverpool get a late winner? Can they? Hopefully. Needs to be a quality delivery inside the penalty area. Should go be a penalty. Ebu's just been thrown to the ground there. Referee hadn't even blown his whistle there. And so the referee's saying to O'Brien there, time wasting. That'll be getting added on. Come on, Virgil. You could score here. Ball into the box. Van Dijk, get it! Get him, Virgil. Yes! He's won it. He's surely won it in the Merseyside derby. Get in. When Liverpool needed a captain, he stood up. And Hill Dickinson goes absolutely quiet. Get in there, chat. And that's the first bit of quality of delivery from Liverpool in the second half. And the big man rises at the front post and bundles it into the back of the net. Get in there, Virgil, lad. And that puts Liverpool now 7 points clear. Get in there, Virgil. There we go. Doesn't matter, chat. Not being the greatest of performances, but you know what? What's most important at this stage of the season is the 3 points. We can speak about performances next season, but getting Liverpool over the line, getting us over the line in a big game like this. 2-1, big Virgil at the front post. There we go. 2-1 Liverpool. Exactly what we wanted. And there's nothing better than seeing Jordan Pickford fuming. There we go. But Reds, make sure to tune in to the Gag Standing Show very, very soon. You'll have Gags and Lola certainly celebrating the 2 goals anyway and unpacking the game. And make sure you tune into Anfield Index for the post-match roar as well. Right, see the game out now, Liverpool. Keep hold of the ball. And that's going to be a yellow card for James Garner. But I'll tell you what, shout out to the referee. And referee have good performances. Not many times you see that in the season, but I'll tell you, referee's been spot on. Says a lot when you don't really notice him in the game. But he's had a good game. He's allowed the game to flow. Man, we've certainly enjoyed the derby, haven't we, today? 2-1 win, Reds. And your way ends. Liverpool win the first derby in the new ground. So we've put our marker down already. And Town will be absolutely chock-a-blocker. But Reds, Huge moment for Liverpool. Of course, we know this season hasn't panned out the way it is, but there's nothing better than Liverpool winning a Merseyside derby. But Reds, massive thank you for everyone tuning in. My man in the match, Virgil, just for the winner, of course. We got it over the line, and that was the main thing, Reds. But I'm going to quickly round off. A massive thank you, everyone that's tuned in. Tune into the Gag Standing Show, which will be live now. Make sure you tune in, Reds. Look after yourself, and I will see you next week for, again, another big game for Liverpool in the Premier League. Well, Reds, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you as always for tuning in. And certainly, Reds, go and enjoy those massive 3 points for the mighty Reds. Get in.